Hello guys, Miraki here. You're welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, please do well to subscribe. So today I'm going to be showing you how to achieve this brow. I did this brow, mind you, I did this brow based on my face shape and based on the direction of my hair growth. So if you want to see how I do my brows, keep on watching.
Times when you're up and times when you're down. I'm never too far.
So as you can see, my brows are not sparse, so I'll just be filling them in. So starting off, we are going to need because I have dark hair, we're going to need a dark pencil, a well sharpened pencil, and I'm going to use a dark brown pencil too, since my brow hairs are dark. Then we need a spoolie, or you could use an old mascara one if you don't have this spoolie. And then we are going to need this flat concealer brush. I prefer one that is this flat because it's precise. Then I use 2 shades of LA Girl Pro Conceal. So I'm going to be using 2 shades. I'm going to use the shade Beautiful Bronze and the shade Fawn. Beautiful Bronze and Fawn. So let's get into the drawing. Yes. So to get that perfect brow, you have to do some little measurements. So as you can see, I'm just showing you where the brow has to begin, where it has to end, and where you have to have the highest point. So your brow has to begin from the bridge of your nose, you measure upward, then you measure 90 degrees, and then across your eye, just at the end where your eye is, that's where your brow has to end. It doesn't have to be more than that. So as you can see, I'm just showing you. There's mathematics in brows too. Those of you running for math. Okay, so I have thick hair, so I'm just going to be drawing a thin line. So you can now understand why I said I was going to be using 2 pencils. I'm so sorry, I'm not yet used to filming this. I forgot and I was looking right down. So sorry guys. So I'm using the darkest pencil at the end of the brow, and then the brown at the beginning of the brow. The reason I'm using the darker one is because my brow hairs are sparse at the end, and so using the black is going to, like, you know, emphasize the brow at the end, and I prefer my brows being so dark at the end. So when drawing your brows, make sure you comb through as often as possible with your spoolie. You comb through, you see where the hair is, and then you draw. So I've just drawn a thin line below, and now I'm combing the hair downward so I can see where my natural hairline is, and then I'll just follow it. And then draw a shape that goes with the direction of my hair growth. Everybody has an eyebrow shape, guys. Everybody. So you just have to follow yours, and trust me, it's just makeup. So you could always try different shapes if you want. So I just intensify that one at the end. I'm just filling it in. You could still leave your brows very light. Light-handed brows are in fashion, for those who know. So I'm just showing you this for those who want to, like, really fill in their brows. I keep going in, I comb and I comb and I comb and I comb. So I'm going to do a video on brow grooming and shaving. So I'll just wait for my brow hairs to grow so that I can, do that video. I'm just going back in with that brown pencil just to emphasize the front. The reason why I'm really going in with this brown pencil in front is because I want it to look as natural as possible, like as natural as possible. So those who have hooded eyes, I have hooded eyes, so I'm just showing you this skin that is above my eye. If you have this type of skin too above your eye, it means you have hooded eyes like me. So you always have to do a brow that has an arc, since you have a round face, you have hooded eyes, your brow has to have an arc, a high arc. Even though my arc is not high here, but you have to have a high arc if you have hooded eyes like mine. Okay, you could leave it like this, but I just like doing it this way. I just prefer filling it in. I love it being dark at the end. So guys, that is it. As simple as that. So I'll just go ahead and do the other brow and then come back and we're going to conceal. Ooh, lifted. Sick. Clearly see here the reason why I used two different concealer shades. The fun is in the arc and the beautiful bronze is at the beginning and at the end. This is simply for easy blending. Yeah, for easy blending, since the beautiful bronze is closest to my skin tone. So now for the top, guys, you have to really be careful at the top. Why am I saying you have to be careful at the top? Because when you're drawing the top, your hands can easily slide down, and trust me, you can distort the shape of the brow. So I'm really careful, and I'm slow at the top. I take my time, especially towards the arc. If you're not careful, you might like wipe the arc away. And this is where the when I was telling you have to draw a good shape, if you draw a good shape here when you're at the arc here, it'll be very easy for you to like carve it out. As you can see, I'm just following the shape I had drawn. So you just carve it out. Then the beauty of your brow is at the tail end. Always make sure the tail end of your brow is as sharp as possible. Like it has to be this sharp, like an eyeliner, right? It has to be this sharp. So the beauty of your brow depends on how sharp this tip is. So your brow has to go from thick to thin at the end, and from light to dark. That is why I told you before that I fill in the tail of my brows with a dark pencil, especially because my hair doesn't grow there. I have sparse brows at the end, so I have to fill it in. So I just blend the concealer well. I just blend it well. Another tip here is you could use your foundation to do the tip of your brow. I do that many a times. I do that so many times. I use my foundation to conceal the top of my brows. So that's it. I just blend in, blend in, blend in. So because I use the concealer, I'm just using this stapling brush to like push the concealer into my skin. I want it to be well blended. I don't want to have like, do you guys usually see these lines some people have on their brows like after concealing? I don't want to have that, so I'm taking my time. Sometimes I take like 5 minutes to do my brows, just to do my brows. My brows and my foundation are those two steps in my makeup routine that takes my time. The rest of the stuff, I'm so fast. So I discovered that I colored the front so much, so I just went in with a little bit of concealer to form some tiny hair strokes. You must not do this, it's optional. I just did it because I discovered I had colored the brows so much. I'm going to do another tutorial on like the very light. I know that some of you will love the very light brows, like not so much painted. So I'm going to do another tutorial on very light brows, where you just comb the hair and do a very light feeling. Oh la la. Going in with my Maybelline concealer, applying it all over my lid, and then I'm going to blend. This is going to act as a base for the eyeshadow that I'm going to be applying later on. So I just dab. I'm blending it in, I'm pressing it into my skin. I'm not swiping, I'm just pressing it in, blending, and I'm using like, I don't know how am I going to describe this brush, because it's really tight, it's compact. I don't know. It's the best brush for me to use to blend my concealer and my eyeshadow base. So I just press it in until my concealer is kind of dry and tacky. Then I'm going to set the concealer in place. I'll set the whole eye so that everything can be there for long. So I'm done with my brows. Ooh, I hope you like it. So I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of my face, and I'm going to come back. Don't go nowhere, okay? Here is the finished look. And this is what we've got. Ooh la la. Guys, it's not really easy to make your brows to be the same. Like, I have this brow is my stubborn brow. No matter how hard I try to make it look like this other side, it doesn't. It never really does look the same. But anyway, if you could try to make your brows to look like sisters, like twins, if they could resemble, then it's fine. It must not be perfect, because sometimes if you're trying to be a perfectionist in brows, you know, you might end up being very discouraged, because they will never look the same. They will never. So the only thing I'd advise you to do is to try to make them look similar. At least they can be sisters, they can be twins, you know. So I'm done. I'm loving this simple look. Like, very simple. Okay guys, see you all in my next one. I hope I tried. Maybe in my next one I'm going to be more explicit. Maybe I was not very explicit. Maybe in my next one I'll be so explicit. So bye, stay safe guys, stay safe please. Oh, I forgot to sanitize, guys. Everybody sanitize. Oh, sanitize. Everybody sanitize. Sanitize, guys. Sanitize, please. Bye.